right. I went into work a little later, and then left work, came to my job. I mean, not to my job, my doctor's office, and I had to get a needle put in again on this keloid here. Oh boy, I was misbehaved for a while, having some sugar and stuff, and then these little Mr. Meaties came along. They hurt, but this one here is a keloid that they've been injecting for a while, and I had them put another needle in today, and then we'll see what happens. Just letting my car warm up. Decided to have a little chat room today, and get home, because I do have to get home. There may be a possible snowstorm tonight, and I have to do the sister's laundry, the baby's laundry, and of course, if I have some time, I want to do my story tonight. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully it all goes well. Pretty funny. I went in for the appointment today, and if I don't see your comments, forgive me, because I'm driving, and I have to focus on the road. Get out of here. Let's see. Careful. I was talking to the lady inside there in the office before I got the needle put into my skin, and she's she works in the front desk, and she asked me what I did. She's funny. And I told her, I said, I work in the GI office. And I pretty much deal with the medical field. And we just got started talking, and I don't mind talking to people, but I get anxiety after a while if people talk to me for so long and they start asking personal questions. So she was like, I was hiding my ring because I know she looked at my finger and saw that I was married. So I pulled my finger back. I didn't want her to see that I was married, because I started feeling uncomfortable. She started, she thought she was looking at my ring. So she asks me like a question like, you got kids or anything? Because she started talking about the idea that she had her kids and stuff like that, and she showed me pictures. I thought, oh, they look cute. And she was like, you have any kids? I said, no, but I got 2 nephews, and I got a niece that is now came into the world. So I've been very extra busy now lately, and I'm gonna go straight here. Oh, I almost hit into him. Shoot, they're all in a rush. They'll be willing to hit into someone. I just remember telling her that. So then she was like, oh, so no, you plan on having them? I said, I just told her, yeah, too, but deep down I'm like, I don't know if I want any kids. Because I know how people are. People get offended if you tell them something different than what they want to hear. So I was just more like, I just said, maybe 2 in the future or something, right? So then she says, so you're married? And I said, yeah, I'm married, or whatever like that, and I said, I am married. I do have a husband. And she was like, how long you been married for? And I said, been married for about almost 13 years. She said, so you high school sweethearts? And I said, you can say that. And, she was like, how'd you guys tell me your story? And I was like, oh my gosh, this girl's asked me a lot of questions, And I just kind of said, well, it was very unexpected. My husband, I did not expect to be with him. It was just more like one day. I remember him asking me about a prom, like who I'm taking to prom. And I said, my friend Mark. And he's like, wait, aren't I your boyfriend? And he holds his hands on me and he like puts me on the spot. And I just said, yeah, you're my boyfriend. And that's how I ended up with my man. And she was like, oh, wow. Can I see a picture of him? I was like, a picture of my man? I said, okay. Well, I just pulled up a picture of my husband, and I say, he's a big guy, and she's like, oh, okay. He's, what is his background? I said, well, he's Polish, Americanized Polish. And she was like, oh, okay. She was like, wow. And then she asked me where I lived. And I said, well, I told her, the county I lived in, but I didn't tell her exactly where. Because, I don't know, she was giving me anxiety. She was asking me too many questions. And I always get red flags with people when they ask me personal questions. I started feeling things. I'm the type of person that feels things out with people. So then, she was like, she's told me about her. And she said that she has a boyfriend. She's been dating him for some time. And I said, oh, okay, that's nice. And I said, well, I hope everything works out with you and your boyfriend. And she says, yeah, he's a narcissist. And I said, oh boy. And I didn't really know what to say right there, because I don't like to tell too much to people. I don't want to give people the wrong advice on things. So, she just told me that. She says, what is your, like how is it like to be, married for so long? And, she's asked me a lot of questions. And I said, honestly, I can say romance dies. That's one thing I can say. Romance definitely dies in a relationship, and it changes. I feel more like a brother and sister, with my husband, and we're in the next phase of our relationship. But I love him. She was like, does he cook for you? I said, heck no. So he don't cook for me at all. I do all the cooking and cleaning, I said, well, the guy, he'll lift a finger up on that dish, But she just started laughing. But it was just weird to me, because it's just like she was asking me so many questions. I don't know if she's a social person or what, but I didn't want her, thinking anything. She asked me, is my husband social? And I said, no, he's not a sociable person. He's not a people's person. He's very closed in. He doesn't really like a lot of people. I said, oh, well, that won't work out for us, right? And I said, why would she say that? It won't work out for us? And I think that I don't know if she was trying to plan to do something more, like to hang out or something. And this is my second time seeing her around. I know the first time I saw her, I had to get a needle in my keloid, and we were talking then, because I'll talk to you, I'm not going to be rude, but I don't want to get personal with anybody either, just because, I get anxiety with stuff like that, And I personally, I'm not gonna lie, I love having a friend-free life. I only have one friend, plus the one that I work with, that I hang out with, and I see her every couple of months. I said, I don't really like having too many friends, to hang out with. When I checked out, she was like, oh, you ever go down to Baltimore near Secret? And I said, what's that? And she said, oh, that's like a club down there. It's a really nice club. And I said, oh, boy. I said, oh, that's nice. I didn't want to come off like how do they put it? I didn't want to come off like I was judgmental, or I seemed like I was strict or anything. I don't mind going to a dance place, or a very nice club that's nice, that's, there's decent people there and they like to dance and have a few drinks, nothing crazy. I know my coworker, she's going to have her birthday in another month. She's going to go to a nice Latin club where there's dancing and some good music. I don't mind doing that every once in a while, but it's not my lifestyle. So that's, I don't relate in that way. So I'm just more like, oh, okay, well, hey, that's nice. I said, okay. She's like, you should check it out sometimes. And I said, oh, okay, well, I'll look at that place if I drive down there. But, I'll look it up online and see what kind of club it is, I'm very funny about people getting personal, like very fast and easy like that, because it was more like she was asking me a lot of questions. I was more like trying to keep the conversation settled. Like I didn't want to say too much. You know what? I should turn on this GPS. And forgive me if I'm missing any comments, because the comments on the YouTube streams, not the StreamYard's YouTube stream, it doesn't. Oh no, not music yet. I want to put the GPS on. Oh, come on. It doesn't really, hey, what happened to it? It was on just a minute ago. That's weird. Let's try to put my GPS on just to make sure I knew where it was going. Oh, there it goes. Is it on? Oh, they got some Spanish music. When people get personal fast like that, I take it as a red flag. So, me, I just play dumb, I don't know anything, and I just try to read their body language and read their eyes, and I read how they react to things. I'm very good at that. I'm very good at feeling things out about people and their energy and certain stuff about them. Let's see. Come on, get back on here, the map. Oh, come on. Even like certain, like their voice or anything, I listen to it and I can just like sense when something's off, or if they're like a nosy kind of person, or they're the type of person who's clingy. I can kind of feel those things about them. Let's see. I'm gonna put the GPS on. I don't know if it's like every time I put the Bluetooth on, it's like very, very slow. Very weird. Let's see. Change the station here. I want to turn the radio off. Will come on. It's like black screen just sitting on there. So yeah, I kind of got anxiety because she was like, oh, the next time you start telling. She took the phone, right? And that's what happened. So she took the phone. She started calling her man. And, she was like, yeah, my man, he's a big time narcissist. And she showed me the video and he was on there on the face chat. And she was like, this is my patient. And, she was sitting next to me and I was just like, oh, hi. And the food he was eating looked pretty good. And I said, hey, that food looks good. I said, I hope you bring some home to your girl, and he just was just sitting there quiet, just eating. And, it was just weird because I was just like, she got so personal with me so quickly. And I was just like, that's just really strange to me. Oh, I got to go north, not south. I got to go north. I'm so, I was just having some anxiety, but I was trying to play cool at the same time. Because I do have like a history of social anxiety, but it's not just even that. Sometimes I just really feel or sense something off of people. And so I'm trying to figure out what it is, on top of me being a socially anxious person sometimes. Like if a person says hi and they're joking around with me or something, or say something funny, I'll say hi back and talk to them. But if they're getting like very personal, it triggers off my anxiety. I'm like, oh boy, like, oh gosh. Oh boy. And then she says, oh, that food looked good. And I said, well, it gave me some ideas. I'm just keeping the conversation going because I don't want her to see that I'm anxious. So I just said, oh, there's some traffic going. I hope there's no accident. I'll take my time on here. I just kind of said, I will think of some food to cook tonight because now I'm hungry. I'm thinking of the food the food that he was eating. I said, oh boy, it's giving me some ideas for dinner tonight. He says, what you cooking? So I don't know yet, but I'm thinking of either making some meatballs or some fried fish or something good. He's got me wanting to eat. So I go to check out, and then she said, she checks me out, she says, so you live where again? And I said, oh, I live down in, I gave her the county's name. And, I didn't want to tell her the exact area because I was like, I don't want her getting like close to me or something, or thinking like, oh, we live in the same area. Let's hang out or something. I don't want that. No. Oh boy. No. So, I don't mind, like I said, say hi and bye to somebody, but I don't want to get personal with anyone like that. And then, she said, the next time you come, show me some pictures of what you cooked or so. And I said, oh, okay. I just don't want to get personal, because that's how people end up getting personal. They start getting personal and getting into relationships and talking. And next thing you know, they want to hang out and they want something more with you. And I don't want that, there's different things run through my head. You know what I mean? I'm just like, one, I don't want a friendship. I am not looking for friends at all in my current years. I'm actually somebody who loves sort of time and space. I like very few friends. I don't mind acquaintances and hang out buddies to hang out with every once in a while and do things, but I don't want to get personal, like friendship personal. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to find any more friends. No, and then if they're giving me some strange vibes, I really don't want to talk to them. It's like, oh gosh, oh God, oh no, I gotta get it out of my head. And also, you don't know if they go both ways. She may be like somebody who likes both men and women, because she was telling me her man's narcissistic and she don't know how things are gonna work out. And I said, oh, okay. So how long you been married for? I said, oh, I've been married for about like almost 13 years. Oh, wow, really? Oh, wow, that's nice. And she was asking where I live, and also, I start getting lots of things in my head. Like, what if she likes girls? She likes girls and men. I know some people that like girls and men, women and men. They go both ways. Talking about a club. They're talking about there's a club called Secret. It says you should check it out sometime. And I said, oh, yeah, me and my man go down there all the time. And she said that, and that was another thing that she told me that got me anxious. She said her man, he'd be talking to women on the line and talking to women on the phone, and he'd be digging other chicks. And I said, oh, really? And I'm just sitting there like, my head like, oh, okay. And I didn't know what to say. And says, yeah, he digs other chicks. And I said, oh, okay. Wow. And I was like, I hope he treats you well. And she says, not all the time, but he digs other chicks. And I said, oh. Oh my gosh. He digs other women, and he has other women on the side, and like he be talking to, and I don't know. I thought it was kind of strange that she was with him. So I'm like, the only thing I could think of is maybe they're swingers. I don't know. So I said, oh, okay, well, I'm like, I don't know if she's, looking to do other things, and she's looking for a woman on the side because a man ain't with her and not giving her attention. And maybe she's looking for a female now. And she's looking for, licky licks or something. So I start thinking about it. Oh boy, I'm like, I don't want that to happen, because I've hanged out with a girl one time that was my friend, and I was younger. I was younger. It's before I ever got married, or ever was with my husband. But she was my friend at first, and next thing you know, one day we were all hanging out, and I was dancing as usual, and my I had friends and stuff there, and she waited till everybody left. And one thing I noticed is that she was like, she wanted me to teach her some dancing moves, and I teach her some dancing moves. I teach her how to dance, like move your body and do different types of things. This guy's like way up my butt here. Get off my butt. I don't like when they do this. And so I just remember her looking for her razor, the feminine razor. And she was shaving the hair off her nipples. And I'm like, what is she doing? Why is she doing that in front of me? I just thought it was weird. I'm quiet. I'm just like sitting there quiet. I was a lot more passive than very, 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 very quiet. So, I'm just sitting there. She's just shaving the hair off her nipples. And I'm like, okay. Oh, wow. And I was like, oh, so what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm just shaving off the hair. I don't like hair on my chest like that. And she was just doing it like no problem in front of me. And I'm like, okay. She says, so you gonna show me some dance moves? And I said, sure. I said, all right, let me, I got it real quick. It was just very awkward. I said, let me show you some dance moves. Let's go back there and do some dance moves. Next thing you know, I'm showing her some dance moves. She's staring at me very differently. And all I can remember was that she said, can you show me how to slow dance? And I said, okay. And I just said, all right. And I showed her how to slow dance. And next thing you know, she looked at me and she says, she told me that she was interested in me, and that she liked me and everything, and that she loved to see me dance. And every time she saw me dance, she could turn on. And I said, oh boy. And she's like, oh man, I won't tell you what happened, but I'm just gonna tell you that, you can't always trust. You can't always trust somebody saying they just want a friendship with you, okay? Like, even if they're your same gender, because, you just never know. So that's the vibes I was getting at the doctor's office. I said, okay, I don't know if I want to do this, that's very strange. I don't want to do that. So, and she said that about her man digging other women, and, and she was asking all these questions. That's where I got the strange vibes at. And I said, okay, something is telling me that this girl probably wants something more than just hanging out. She's talking about the club, and there's a club called Secret. Like, why is it called Secret? What is it about? So I said, oh boy, I got to get out of here. I got to get out as quick as possible. And I just checked out. She said, you're coming back in 6 weeks? I said, yeah. She said, next time you come, show me what you cook. And I said, oh, okay. So you have a good day. And I just ran real fast. I'm like, oh boy, hope she's not there to check me in next time we come in. I don't want her to ask me all these questions. Oh boy, but yeah, that's a true story. That really happened to me when I was younger. Before I started dating my husband or being with him, that happened to me. I had a friend that was a female, and I thought that she was just going to be my friend, and that was it. I had no idea that she was interested in me like that. And she came on to me, and I won't tell you what happened from there because it got pretty personal. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked it. It was the weirdest thing. But after everything was finished, I went home and I felt very, very guilty. And I remember saying to myself, God, I know, oh my gosh, God does not like this. I know he's not. I don't think he's happy with me. I was feeling guilty about it. So I was kind of glad when she moved away because, and it was weird because it wasn't like, I dated her or did anything like that. She had a boyfriend, and that's like, I'm like, okay, so she has a boyfriend, she's dating somebody, and, she's my friend. The next day I come over to her house, and it's just like, it was weird. I come over to her house, we just hanging out as friends. She's with her boyfriend and she's just hanging out with me. It wasn't like she, like she was like looking to be with me on a relationship level, but at the same time she was like, she had some kind of attraction towards me, and it wasn't like all the time. So every once in a blue moon she wants to do something with me, and I would give in, but I always felt guilty. It was the weirdest thing. I was very kind of glad and happy when she did move away because I felt like I don't have to deal with that guilt anymore. It was like I was younger then, definitely before I turned 19 years old. But I was very happy, like, that she moved away, because I felt like I couldn't reject her because she's my friend. I feel bad that if I have to reject her. But at the same time I go there, we end up doing something every once in a while, and it was just crazy. It was the craziest thing, Oh boy. Oh gosh. All I remember, the girl told me, she said to me, because at the time I was very young, very passive. I didn't say the word no, and I would give in to things. And she said to me she was attracted to me because of my innocence. It was the weirdest thing. She was like, I was very attractive. I didn't have no breast, I have no butt, nothing. I was very skinny, extra skinny, and then it wasn't like I was like I had like a body or anything like that. She was just attracted to my innocence. That's exactly what she told me. And it was the weirdest thing to me. It was very weird to me. But after that never happened again. That was the last time. That was the one and only time that ever happened. I never did that again. Oh my gosh, I said never again. I felt too much guilt, and I did not like that. I liked how it felt, but I didn't like the after effects afterwards. I felt really, really bad and horrible. And that's what I started thinking about when I went to the thing today, and I said, oh boy, let me go there. And and then she was asking me all these questions, like, hey, you want to where you live, and she was asking like she was really getting too personal and deep, and I felt like I was suffocating in. Oh boy, and telling me about this club called Secret, and that I should check it out, go there. I said, what's so secret about it? Why is it called Secret? What's in there? So oh gosh, oh boy, she got my anxiety up. Oh my gosh. And then what threw her off is when I said my husband is not friendly. He's not a people person. He doesn't like a lot of people. So I guess things won't work out with us then. And I'm like, what does she mean by that? Things won't work out with us. She mean like in the sense of her and her man hanging out with us? Like I don't know. That ain't gonna happen. No. And then she said that her man talks to other women and he be digging other women on the phone and stuff, and she's okay with it. That means they must either be swinging or she into that type of stuff. I had the craziest things running in my head, like say maybe she wants threesomes, maybe she wants a swinging things, or maybe she wants to be with a girl right now because women are more, how do you put it? Women are more emotional than men, and they'll give you emotions and stuff in bed. I have no idea, but I said I don't want to do that. No. Gosh. Oh no. I mean, it was just weird. Like you can tell when somebody's just genuinely talking to you, like more like just like how do you put it? Small talk. Like you go near a customer, for instance, and you talk and you're just laughing, like, man, you know how women are. They just laugh and they just go on the line and say, you have a good day, and I say, you too. And then when they're trying to get personal with you and they're asking where you live, what you do, let me see your cooking, let me see a picture of your man, let me show you my man, let me show you this, he digs other women, and dot dot dot, and I'm like, okay. Woo! And he doesn't give her attention all the time, and I'm like, oh man, this is not sounding too good. I'm like, one way or another, whether it's a friendship or whether it's she wants something else, one way or another. I'm not looking for friends, and I just ain't looking for that. I am definitely not looking to be with a woman. I had my experience with a female at one point in my life. With as I mentioned, I ain't going into detail, but I think I know I'm good. No. Oh my gosh, no. And then I gotta go back there in 6 weeks. I may go to the other location. I think I'm going to, because they opened up another location there by me. The only reason why I went to that location is because they closed down a location that was nearby me at one point, but then they opened up another location near me recently. And I was told about it. So I think that what I'm going to do is that appointment, 6 weeks, I'm going to switch it to this area over here. I don't know, she was nice and friendly, but there was something about her that I sensed that was off, and it was strange, and it was deep. And I said, okay, I better not come back here. Oh boy. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to call it, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to this location. It's a little bit closer to home. Yeah, she won't be there. It'll be another receptionist, because I used to do it nearby my house where I didn't have to drive so far, because the lady there, I liked her. It was a nurse practitioner, because they didn't have an actual dermatologist. It was a nurse practitioner. It was the dermatologist person there, and she put a needle in my keloid, and I kept telling her, this is not a cyst, it's a keloid, and she kept correcting me. I said, no, this is a keloid. So, she just wasn't listening to me. And but the receptionist was nice. When I went to this location, I liked the lady here because she changed the diagnosis. This is a keloid, you're right. And she changed it over, and things were fine at first. And then out of nowhere, this new receptionist comes in. I don't know. I mean, she's nice and all, and she's very nice. She's funny, but I just think that maybe she has other agendas on her mind. I got that vibe from her. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like that vibe, I'm looking for something, vibe, and I'm like, I better flee real fast before it gets personal. I'm gonna go over to the nearby location that's over here that they just recently opened up. Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah, and not just that, it won't be much of a long ride from my house, because coming from my job, I live already 40 minutes away from my job, almost 45 sometimes with traffic. So when I'm driving down to this location, it's about 50-minute drive sometimes with traffic. So I'm like, I think that this is better. It's right here around the corner. Oh gosh, I'm thinking about all this. It's nutty. Oh boy. That's what came back to my mind like today, and I'm like, oh boy, I think I could definitely pass. I could definitely pass on this. You know what? Let me stop at this shopping center since it's going to snow. It'll possibly snow, and if it does snow, I kind of hope we have a big snowstorm that where I can take the day off tomorrow. I would like to stay home for work tomorrow if I could. I don't have to watch the baby tonight or tomorrow night, but I think Friday I got to go back and get my sister. I'm going to be with them on the weekend and Sunday night as well. So it's going to be busy, but I'll get a break these next 2 nights. I figure I'll go ahead and catch up on things in the house, clean up, clean up the house, do the laundry, do the baby's laundry back there. And I want to do my story if I get a chance. If I can't have it set up for around like what time? Around 8:30 tonight. If I finish everything on time, I'll do it because I really am looking forward to the story time. I want this anxiety to go away. I think I'm gonna, when I go home, I'm gonna have a little glass of red wine. I feel like this anxiety is coming on. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Oh, let me see a park in here. Careful here. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I want to grab some stuff. I want to, get like some bread, maybe some water, something to drink, and I do want to cook something tonight. I'm thinking, that's something I did get good out of that. I thought of some good ideas for cooking, but other than that, like, oh boy, I just started having all these crazy visions in my head. Like, what if she's a butt licker, a tongue licker, somebody like that, or, she got some crazy fantasies in her head. That's all I start thinking about. Oh my gosh. I mean, I just listen to my radio because this thing has just been stuck in my head, But you gotta go into the shopping center. Gotta grab something to cook tonight, I'm gonna definitely have red wine when you're home. Oh my gosh, my anxiety is up, man. Oh boy. Woo, man, that's something, man. You gotta be so careful, man. Like, you just don't know. You don't know if somebody's meeting you because they want to be your they're just trying to have a decent conversation, or you're just trying to be your friend, or worse, Oh. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. I don't know anymore. Oh, I'm gonna get going. I gotta go in there, go get something to eat. Get some food to cook it to eat. Oh boy. I hope everybody. What's wrong with my phone here? And pull this thing down. I gotta get a new phone. Let me fix this thing up. What's up with this phone here? Oh my goodness. Hey. Oh boy. There it goes. Darn screen. But I'm gonna get going because I gotta go get some stuff cooked. I want to be ready for this, just in case the snowstorm comes. I have everything: my hot chocolate, my creamers, I have a little wine when I get home. I need it. I need it, yes. And I'll do story time. And yeah, I think and that'd be good, yes. if I have time. But take care, everybody. I'm gonna go now. Bye bye. Oh God.